Corporal Rick Kelly. I work for the Maryland State Police K-9 unit right here in Westminster.
And why are you here today?
I'm here with the library. They have the Hero Day today. Guys came with my dogs to show everybody kind of what we do. What's my job? Oh, her job? She finds the good guys. If somebody's missing, if you were to get lost or something like that, she would actually go and come and find you. Me and her would come.
Give me a sniff. Sniff.
Yep, that's what she does. Yep, she's a sniffer. The difference between the way they smell, if you or I walked into somebody's house and you'd say, oh, they're cooking dinner and they're making, say, beef stew or vegetable soup. We walk in and say, it sounds like you're cooking soup. Whereas a dog, when they walk in, when they smell it, they actually smell the corn, the string beans, the whatever else you have in there. They can smell every individual scent. They could tell you, well, if they could talk, they would tell you exactly what is cooking as opposed to just in general. They could discriminate. Bloodhounds especially are very good at discriminating different scents. Whereas if you had 5 or 6 people here and one of them dropped their hat and all 5 or 6 ran off, she would sniff that hat and track just that one person and go to that one person and leave the other 4 or 5 alone.
Hi, what's your name?
Leslie Davis.
Leslie? Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Jim Nuzzo.
I'm Bill Bernard. I'm the Director of Flight Operations. I'm a retired lieutenant in the state police. I could only stay away for a year. I came back as a civilian pilot like Craig, and in 2008 I was asked to take over my original duties as the Director of Flight Operations, which is what I do now. I run the medevac sections on a daily basis. This is a Dolphin helicopter. It's a model 365. It's an N3. That doesn't mean anything to you. But it does right around 140 knots, and it burns 100 gallons of jet fuel every hour. And a normal crew is a pilot, Mr. Thompson. We do still have, I think it's 4 trooper pilots. The rest of them are old civilians like me. And then all of our flight paramedics are troopers, as Sergeant Gainey. Sergeant Gainey's in charge of the Baltimore section. He's the supervisor that runs that section. We do medevacs, search and rescue, law enforcement, homeland security, and damage assessment. Homeland security is a big thing. We've identified what we call critical infrastructure in the state. And that noisy fan that's kind of become a symbol of who we are is controlled by the foot pedals on the floor, which basically makes the nose go in any direction you want. You've got to be able to chew gum, pat your stomach, and juggle at the same time. These blades can dip way down, and if you're on an uneven plane, it can kill you. So we keep people back. But usually the biggest thing for us when we land is it blows so much air. It's air turbulence. We've sandblasted cars, blown over picnic tables, take all those nice little magnetic letters off of signs and blew them down the street, because we try to get as close to the patient as we can because it saves time. That's what we're all about. These things on the front are not machine guns. Sometimes I wish they were. We'd have a lot more fun. But these are our speedometers. The air goes in there and tells Mr. Craig how fast we're going. And here's the big light. If you've ever seen us land in the middle of the night and you get this big light that shines in your bedroom window and you wonder if it's who it is, it's us. This light swings down and the pilot can control it on the stick, and it's 30 million candle power. If you've been reading the papers, you know we're moving from this aircraft to a new aircraft. We've been working on this process for years, and actually we go before the governor of the Board of Public Works on Wednesday to finalize the changes. It's going to spend a lot of your tax dollars, but the new aircraft, the capabilities are phenomenal. We have the capability of color camera or infrared. We can downlink that image to whoever's got a laptop computer that will guard via password. So the governor can sit in his office, and my superintendent can sit in his office, and MEMA can sit in their office, and then watch Trooper 4 at Salisbury film an incident basically in live time, shoot the images to their laptops at their desk. We can do that statewide. We have digital texting, we have weather radar, the whole cockpit is glass. the aircraft will actually hover itself. If it teaches it how to land itself, we're out of a job. But it will actually, you hit a button, you pick 60 feet over spot, and you let go, and it pulls right over the spot, and you see the controls move on their own. We have white light on that. The new light will be infrared. And what that means is, when we put a light on a bad guy, he doesn't even know the light's on him. But if my canine guy has night vision goggles and my crew will have night vision goggles, we can see him even though he doesn't know the light's on him. So if we put the light on him, all my guys got to do is tell the crew, go to the light. And the guy will be hiding in the bush and suddenly they're like, how do they know I was here? You know?
That's not really fair, is it?
Yeah, well, but actually in the end run, he would probably be happy with that because the alternative would probably be to be bitten by Carroll County dog. I think he'd take the infrared light rather than Carroll County dog. He's ripping out the inside of that vehicle every time I walk by. I wouldn't want to be a bush and have him looking for me, I know that. We can't do what we do without those other individuals on that fire truck and those police cars because they're the first ones there. They set up LZs like this. They start caring for the patient. They realize they're a critical patient, and they get the system going. And Chad shows up, and we do what we do. Chad, you got it.
Thank you, Mr. Bernard. I'm Sergeant Chad Gainey. I'm, like Mr. Bernard said, I'm a supervisor, Trooper 1 over Baltimore for Middle River. This is our aircraft. He stole a lot of thunder from me. I have this whole spiel that I say, and he hit everything all the way down to this is $4.2 million, and that was it. I had no more after that. The main thing I want to talk to the kids about is you got to be safe in the summertime. There's a lot of stuff. You're getting out there, you're swimming in the pools, you're riding the skateboards, you're riding your bicycles, all that kind of stuff. You guys really, really, really need to take all the precautions you can and be as safe as you can, okay? Because we don't want to see you in this. We love to give free rides, but we don't like the way we give rides here, okay? You know, make sure your parents wear their seatbelts. Get on them. If you don't see them with their seatbelt on, say, Mommy, please, Daddy, please put your seatbelt on. There's a lot of traffic out there right now, folks, with the vacation season and the holidays and stuff, so we can't emphasize that enough. We have 11 helicopters, 7 helicopter sections, and we can get a patient within an adult or pediatric or burn resource center usually within 45 minutes, if not sooner, barring any kind of entrapment or extrication or any kind of weird circumstance. We have the capability of taking 2 patients on this helicopter. We'll take 2 stable priority 2 patients. And we have the, as you guys come up, I'll show you and explain the setup in here. So we have enough equipment in here for 2 patients that we need to work on. A lot of times we will take 1 critical patient and we'll actually take somebody from the scene, whether it be one of the firefighters or an EMT or a paramedic to be our assistant. Some things will change and we may be going to a 2 paramedic system in the future, so that'll help us out. Very first medevac in Maryland, post-Vietnam, Dr. Calley had this vision that this would work, and we're here 130,000 patients later. It's just nice to know you can come to work. A lot of times it's a thankless job, but what we do just to have an impact on someone's life that we don't even know. These are our monitors. Put the equipment out here so you guys can see it. This is a cardiac monitor. This is what I'll put on your chest to take a look at your heart, okay? It'll tell me how fast it's beating. It'll tell me if there's anything wrong with it by the printout that it gives me. So everything I have in this bag, I can take care of pretty much any patient that I need to take care of. We've had the occasion to be involved in a police chase where the police car operator has crashed and also the person that he was chasing has crashed, and we've actually had both of them in the helicopter at the same time. So a lot of times when we go up on these law enforcement searches, whether it be for a motorcycle chase or a car chase or whatever, it always has the potential to turn into a medevac. This is basically an air ambulance, so everything that a ground ambulance has on it, we have in here. We can pick people off of a boat, we can pick people out of the Chesapeake Bay, we can pick them off the side of a mountain, the side of a cliff, we can pick them up out of anywhere that they're in a position that they can't walk out of or they can't get to an ambulance in a timely fashion, and we can get in by air and pull them out.
Well, we're here today with 7 of our 10 children. This is Jack. He's been with us since March. He's 4 years old. He has spina bifida, so he has no feeling from his waist down. And he's out here to see all this equipment. This is Brighton.
Hi.
And Brighton also has spina bifida. She's 7. She's also deaf, so she goes to Maryland School for the Deaf. And she is a little bit more mobile than Jack, so she uses the walker here. to get around, although it was, she used daddy power to get up the hill to see the helicopter, but other than that, he gets around pretty well. So again, we just came out to see all this equipment.
What is spina bifida? I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
I know what spina bifida is.
Well, spina bifida is an opening in the spine that a person is born with. People are born with spina bifida. There's different severities of it based upon where the opening in the spine is. Higher in the spine, the more mobility the person, or the less mobility a person would have. The lower in the spine, the more mobility. So Brighton is affected from about her knees down, where she has no feeling and no movement. Jack is affected from the waist down. Spina bifida actually means open spine, and it's a congenital condition, but it's really just a challenge. It's not a disability or a handicap. It's just what they deal with every day, and we all have those things that we deal with every day.
Good afternoon.
Tell me your name, please.
Trooper Pickett from the Maryland State Police, Westminster Barrack.
Why are you out here today?
Today we're out here to promote to the community not only the services that the Maryland State Police provide within the county and at the Westminster Barrack, but also to discuss about our crime prevention program, which is the DARE program that we use in our schools in the county. DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education, and it usually gives us a time, usually in that 6th grade area, to promote to the kids on how they can stay away from drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and things that are harmful for our bodies.
This was quite a decent event today, wasn't it?
Absolutely. This is a wonderful event for families, kids to come out and get the exposure they need to the assets that are available through the state police.
I'm Doc Stone. I'm the president of the Reese Volunteer Fire Company. We have about 50 volunteers from time to time, and this is our brand new fire engine. We got it back in November and put it in service in March. Today I have a crew of 5 on the fire engine and 2 gentlemen on the ambulance, on the medic unit.
And I know you do a great job.
Well, thank you. On the fire station, we have 2 fire engines. We have a rescue truck called a rescue squad, and we have a brush truck, water supply piece that we also operate, as well as the ambulance and some chief's vehicle and a couple of utility vehicles. So we can always get the manpower to the call if we need to. Now we've been in operation since 1948, and within July the 16th of this year, where we having our annual carnival. It runs for the week. And then after that, in August, we have what we call the Big Money Draw. And that's a one-day event. It starts at 12 o'clock. Tickets are $100, but you have a chance at the top drawing of $15,000.
That carnival is probably a major fundraiser.
That's our major fundraiser for the year.
Yeah,
and we have weekly bingos every Thursday night. We try to give away $1,000. If it doesn't get on a certain number, then we go to at least $500 every Thursday night we give away for the major.
Do you have any full-time crew?
Full-time, we have 9 full-timers. And then we have about 12 part-timers that fill in for them when they're off.
Use the robot on a regular basis. Just a week ago or 2 weeks ago, we used it at the airport where we were able to unzip and open up a suitcase that was suspected of being a device because of smoke emanating from it. And from a safe distance, we were able to open up the suitcase, pick through it using the camera, and we determined that it was just clothing, and what was believed to be smoke was actually just hairspray that was being forced out of its container and being viewed by some of the crew on the ground. So again, we were able to
better safe than sorry.
Exactly, better safe than sorry, and it was safer to let the robot go up and or use the robot and keep us at a safe distance.
And I imagine a few people got delayed from their flights.
There was a bit of a delay, but that's an inherent risk. I can.
You gonna put it to bed now? Yes. Okay.
I really do enjoy the job. It's challenging. I'm not one to just take like unnecessary risk, but we like to try to weigh the risk and weigh the safety nets that we take and the equipment that we have, the training that we have, and then we just go about to keep things running, keep commerce running, keep traffic clear, and clear a scene as safely as possible. So in the world we live out today, you just don't know.
Now, are you one of those people who put those big suits on?
Yes. Well, all the bomb techs in the country, actually, from time to time, you got to put on the suit to keep yourself safe to do a final inspection of it.
My name is Lieutenant Elliot Hyde. I'm with the Maryland State Police Explorer Program out of the Westminster Barrack. The Explorer Post at Westminster is set up, designed for kids between the ages of 14 to 21. It gives them a background in law enforcement experience. It will basically go over traffic stops, anything any law enforcement agency in the county will go over. We're allowed to do ride-alongs. We're allowed to do get in the car with the troopers. Like an event today, we'll come out, assist the troopers, explain the car. Any other questions the community might have about law enforcement and their position in the county, how they might respond to certain situations. And it's really a great program. I've enjoyed it. I've been in it for about 5 years now.
Do you think you'll join the state police when you
yes, sir.
finish college? Yeah.
I'm planning on either the state police or any federal agency.
You got to go background training then.
Oh yeah.